Hey guys, my name's Kyle. I'm from a podcast of Ice and Fire, and like the rest of the world, I watched The Mountain and the Viper tonight, Game of Thrones, and I just thought I'd throw up this video, kind of a quick little reaction sort of thing. And so let's kick it off with the title sequence. We had Moat Cailin, which was pretty awesome. It's cool, always cool to see a new place. Then we have Molestown, and we all sort of knew this was going to happen. I mean, Gilly going to Molestown, of course it's going to get attacked. And she didn't get killed though. Ygritte found her and spared her, and I'm not quite sure. I know why. We gotta like Ygritte. She can't go around murdering all these women and babies and stuff, because then we wouldn't care about her at all. But Ygritte never struck me as the type of character that would let somebody live. She's too much of a fiery wildling to do that, I think. But anyway, moving on, we go to the wall, and Sam's sad that Gilly might be dead. No shit, you idiot. Come on. Really? Ugh. And then his brothers console him, and she might still be alive. We'll find out. Then we head over to Meereen, and Grey Worm is creeping on Missandei, and really, I can't blame him because she is a beautiful woman. So then Missandei goes to Daenerys, and they talk about what should be the title of this episode, The Pillar and the Stones. And neither of them know the answer to the question whether or not Grey Worm still got him. But we find out that Missandei wasn't too embarrassed that Grey Worm was giving her the look up and down. So they meet up later on. Grey Worm apologizes. Missandei's like, you know what, I didn't mind. So we kind of have this budding relationship, and we don't really know where that's going to go. So we'll find out. Then let's see. We're still in Meereen, and we get a quick shot of all the old slave masters coming off of the crosses. So we get a quick shot that that's actually happening. And then this little boy runs up to Barristan and gives him a letter from, obviously, the Hand of the King's seal on it. So Barristan, breaking the law, opens up someone else's mail. Actually, you know what? He didn't know it was for Jorah, did he? They just kind of got a letter, so he opened it. So I guess that doesn't really matter. So he opens it up, and he finds out that Jorah is pardoned, and we don't know the full context of the letter, but Barristan knows something's wrong. He goes to Jorah, and they have this little chat, and Jorah is, well, he's screwed, pretty much. But my question is that letter, he got the letter of the pardon in season 1, I believe, and so he either destroyed it or he kept it in his own personal possession, and then all of a sudden this second letter shows up, which apparently is an exact copy of the letter he got in season 1, signed by Robert Baratheon. Now, I'm to believe that it was Tywin's doing, because a couple episodes ago, the Small Council, Tywin had Maester Pycelle fetch a pen and paper, whatever, and they were going to write a letter assuming that's what this is, and Tywin's just doing it to screw it. But later on, Jorah says it's not a forgery, that this actually happened. So is he just finding this moment to confess, or does he really think that somehow the letter he had before got into the hands of Barristan? And I don't know, that's a little confusing. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But Jorah gets found out that he was a spy, and Dany says, "Get the hell out of my city." And I feel Jorah got lucky that she didn't just kill him on the spot. I know a lot of people are going to be arguing about this, but off she sends Jorah, and he goes away. And it's kind of sad. I was sad about that one. So then we go back to Westeros, and Theon, or Reek, and Ramsay are going to Moat Cailin. So Ramsay sends him in, and this scene, I feel like this scene wouldn't have worked if we didn't have the scene in the last episode where Yara tried to save Theon, and we really found out that he's not Theon anymore, he's Reek, and he's not going anywhere. And so this scene really wouldn't have been possible if we hadn't had that moment in the last week episode. So they go in, Theon goes into Moat Cailin. All his men are there. They've been there for probably a couple of years now. They're all dying. They've got diseases. They're all sick. They're not doing well at all. And Theon says, you know, I've been captured by the Boltons. They're sending me in here. If you guys surrender, they'll let you live. Lying through his teeth. He knows it the whole time. You can see it. Alfie Allen's doing a great job. You can just see it the whole time. And when finally the dude questions, he's like, no, you're a coward. You're a woman. You're a dog. You're not going to... No, we're not doing this. You see, he starts flipping out. And he starts saying, I'm Reek. And he's losing it. Can you imagine what Ramsay would do to him if he came back out of Moat Cailin and said, I wasn't able to make them surrender like you wanted? He'd be in for a world of hurt. But luckily, some random dude who can't read kills the other guy. They said, let's do this, let's surrender. Next thing you know, all the Ironborn are dead. They're flayed, which is gotta be one of the most horrible ways to die. Ooh, not very good. And then Ramsay has a very quick line that he says to Reek. He says, when they go, oh, we're going back. Or he says something along the lines of, we're going to our new home. And I think that was missed by a lot of people, but he says that. And you're like, I know I was like, oh, new home. And interesting. And then we have a shot of them riding towards a castle, which looks an awfully lot like a shot that happened in an episode a long, long time ago. So I'm sure quite a few of you were piecing that together, but that's kind of a cool little thing. I thought that was nicely done. Then we go to Littlefinger in the Eyrie with he's being questioned by Royce or Lord Royce or Royce something, and his wife presumably, and maybe his son looked like there, or another Lord of the Vale, whoever that was. They're questioning him because apparently Lysa committed suicide, or that's the story that Littlefinger's telling people. And this is a weird moment because Littlefinger doesn't seem to really have a plan. They're questioning him. He doesn't have a comeback. It's very out of character for Littlefinger to just sort of be exposed like that without a plan. And then especially when Sansa comes in and she tells everybody that she is indeed Sansa Stark and sort of makes up her own story about what happened, saving Littlefinger's ass in the process. And this all just seems really weird to me. Because why didn't, after Littlefinger pushed Lysa out the moon door, why didn't he turn to Sansa and go, all right, let's come up with a story to tell so we won't get in trouble. And apparently he didn't do that. He just sort of left it. Seems really strange to me. And then Sansa all willy-nilly kind of, oh, I'm Sansa Stark, hey, yeah, and what? It's kind of weird. But anyway, so then Littlefinger, gets off, and he tries to, he gets back in Littlefinger mode. What side are you on? Are you with the Lannisters? Are you with me? That's it. We got to start taking Robin out to all these castles, and he's got to be the Lord that we all want him to be. Now, I guess the big question is, what is his plan with Robin? Who knows? And then Sansa comes out looking all Maleficent or something. She's all dark and evil and awesome looking. That was really cool. And then later on, or before, might have my scenes mixed up, Littlefinger comes to Sansa in her room. Why'd you help me? And she seems like she's going to be starting to manipulate Littlefinger. She knows what he wants, which is her, and she might start using her feminine ways, maybe, to get what she wants out of Littlefinger. We'll see. She's starting to pull some strings. She is growing a backbone, lickety-split. So I'm really intrigued to see where her character goes. Then we move on to, right outside the Eyrie, right outside the Vale, or in the Vale still, Arya and the Hound are walking up to the Bloody Gate. And Hound mentions a bit about his wound. Arya says he's walking slower. That's definitely something that's going to come into play later on. Then they walk up to the Bloody Gate, and out of nowhere, they expose that Arya Stark is there. Hey, let's just tell you where all the Stark children are, because everybody loves the Starks these days in Westeros, right? Ugh. So anyway, then they find out that Lysa's dead, and Arya has the reaction of the audience and just laughs her ass off because these two can't catch a break. It's pretty damn funny. So what's going to happen with that? Are the daughter, Arya and Sansa, going to meet up? I doubt that's gonna happen. But what are they gonna do? Just walk to the area and then walk home? Like what? What? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with that. And then after that, we move on to Tyrion and Jaime. Here we go. So they're in the cell and they're doing their brotherly things, lots of joke back and forth, and then they start telling the story about cousin Orson Lannister who fell on his head, or was dropped on his head. He was simple. He liked to kill bugs. And I'm not quite sure what the meaning of this whole damn thing was. I know a lot of people are going to be debating what it was really about and everything. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you think. I don't really know. I was kind of like, let's get to the fight. That's what I wanted to see. So then eventually Jaime leaves, and it was kind of sad. He just took off really quick, and this may be the last time he ever sees Tyrion. So anyway, he leaves, and then we head out, and Oberyn isn't wearing any armor, and he's not wearing a helmet, and he's drinking, which is a perfect combination to fight one of the most deadliest warriors in Westeros. And there we go. We do it. He starts jumping around. He gets all matrixy. We have this awesome fight scene. It's so badass. I really liked it. I thought the choreography was good. It was very Inigo Montoya, Princess Bride. Everybody's been saying that reference, but it's true. It fits well. And we have this really cool battle. Jaime's smiling the whole time. You can see he's like impressed. He's like, damn, I never had those moves when I was a knight and had both hands. He's still a knight, but he doesn't have both hands anymore. And then, so it looks like Oberyn's going to win. And things change around like that. He wants a confession. He starts fooling around. And Mountain trips him up, grabs him, punches all his teeth out, grabs his eyeballs, squishes his head, pops it. Boom. Oberyn's dead in one of the more gruesome scenes in the show, and that's saying something. It was hard to watch. It was awesome in a sick, twisted way. Wow. That was cool. I hope there are some Mountain versus Viper reaction videos online. I think that would be a fun one. I know somebody I was watching it with was like, oh God, no. So we'll see. Hopefully those videos will start popping up. And then we have Tywin immediately jumping up. We don't even know if the Mountain's dead or not, but neither does the audience. So Tywin jumps up, and while Oberyn is definitely dead, declares the Mountain the victor, and therefore Tyrion's gonna die. So we'll see what happens with all that. It was pretty cool. You could see Tyrion didn't even know what to make of the whole thing. He's like, oh my God. So anyway, yeah, that's what happened in this episode. It's a pretty badass, awesome episode. Yeah, and this is fun. So you guys have a good one. And until next time, maybe I'll be back next week. We'll do another little quick reaction video. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.